Good morning, Eagles. Today is Monday the 7th, and we are back. So, a lot of my kids in person struggled with unit rate, so I'm going to include several questions in today's assignment over that. So, if you need reference for that too with another video, please go back and look at last week's Wednesdays. So, remember, we talked about rate was if I go 60 miles in 3 hours. This is a rate. Now, when we're looking at a unit rate, we're wanting to find that unit, which is 1. What is my rate at 1? How many miles am I driving in 1 hour? So, when looking at unit rate, you will find or you will see the word per, each, and every. Remember, when we're talking about unit rate, we have our 1 and our denominator. So your 1 is in the denominator, so you are wanting to figure out what that unit is in 1. So this is where we go again and set up our 3 proportions. I'm going to use the same example with 60 miles in 3 hours. So we are talking about miles, M for miles, and hours. Hours. Remember, it said our 1 has to be in our denominator. Our 1 has to be in either side of this of our denominator. However, on our second fraction, we're going to put what we know. We already know we have 60 miles and 3 hours. We are setting up our proportion. Please make sure to keep everything that's the same on our numerators and everything that's the same in our denominator. So here I am wanting to find the unit rate of the miles and hours. So your question will say something like, how many miles per hour? So let me write that out so y'all can see it. How many miles per hour? I'm gonna just put is she driving? So we already built our proportion, and remember I told my kids whatever comes first in the sentence is what we use in our numerator. What comes second is what we use in our denominator. So here I have miles first, which is in my numerator, and then I'm asked about hours, which is in my denominator. Now I know what I have to put in my numerator and denominator, and I have that lined up already. Now I am wanting to know how many miles per hour is she driving. So remember we said our 1 is always in our denominator. So I know my 1 needs to go here. And I know this is true because my hours comes second. So here at the top I should have miles and hours. So I know my proportion is set up right. So I am going to cross multiply and then I divide my loner. So I'm going to multiply 60 times 1, which is 60. Then I divide 60 by 3. 3 can go into 6 2 times. 2 times 3 is 6. The zero's out. I don't use that 0, so I move it up. So here I am driving 20 miles per hour. Remember, your slash bar means